I'm losing the light, so I better get a wriggle on. My name's Jo. At 55, I've just entered the 55 plus band. I've removed myself from the job market for now, just to reset. My best friend wants me to go to therapy. My garden is my therapy. Some years ago, I was fortunate enough to run a business that afforded me the time to commit to growing plants and herbs, and then I used them in homemade natural skincare products. My business came to an end, as most do, and I then had to find some employment to pay for my existence. I had just secured a remote job so that I could be a bit closer to my parents. I did that, set all of that up. Then 5 months later, we lost my beloved dad. For some time after that, I was just eating my sadness, back to a sedentary desk job, and I just gained more weight than ever. I've always suffered. I've always fought with my weight, shall we say. Fast forward 18 months, I found the keto diet. I lost 80 pounds, but I was made redundant. 9 months later, my eldest, my son, he moved out, followed a week later by the death of our family dog due to ill health. A couple of months after that, I finally made the painful but necessary decision to end my 23-year relationship with my kid's father. A few months after that, my daughter moved out, and I was just shattered. I was broken, and I didn't really know which way to turn. In the space of 5 months, my home had gone from mum, dad, son, daughter, dog to me in one room, my ex in another room, and this just abyss where our family used to be. So I found a job. I resigned from a job. I fled to Greece for a few weeks, to a place where I'd spent a few years in my early 20s. I went to visit a friend that still lived there, sort of 30 years later, but realised I couldn't be that far from my kids whether they lived with me or not. I've been sticking an HRT patch on alternate hips for the last 2 years in an attempt to get a grip on things and balance my mood. I have lately finally realised that all I want to do is to grow plants, get back to nature, make what I can from my harvest, my work and Mother Nature combined can provide. I want to work with plants and nature and share them with people as a form of therapy. One of my favourite sayings is to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. It has been difficult for me lately to do that, but thanks to my garden at this time of year, all of my tomorrows are filled with promise and potential. I would love for you to join me in my garden, my therapy. Well, I think it's safe to say that didn't work. Something seemed to click a bit stronger that time. Well, based on that performance, I certainly can't recommend these. Right, quick intro overview just to my medicinal bed that I'm planting, but that I've got to first create. So I've got some bricks that I'm painting blue. I've got some oil paint pens coming so that I can do some designs and stuff. So I just want to edge, and very quickly along here I'm doing a pathway. So I've got my sand there, I've got the pavers. I just need to map it out where I want it to go. Excuse me, this requires close-up work because I'm also short-sighted. Since I've taken to putting a camera in my face more often lately, I have felt the need to at least have eyebrows on. Give my face some structure from a distance. I do like the transparent eyebrow look on some people, just not for me. My nervous system is taut, shall we say? You know, like a real taut string. And I would very much like it to not be like that anymore. So, anyway, today I'm painting bricks. So that should be fun because I can't paint for toffee. Make the medicinal bed pretty. Give me somewhere to go and sit next to and have my coffee. Live a simple life. actually rather pleased with these. Convinced myself I couldn't draw. I mean, I did get a C in art. Okay, less is more, I think. Look, Mum, I drew a picture.